I was able to take advantage of a financial incentive that eXp is offering to independent brokers. I can now, attract talent from all different states. I think we're in 24, 25 countries. And previously I could only do it regionally, maybe an hour away from my closest office.
So the brokers are exposing themselves to the huge liability, not even realizing if they have, let's say, 100, 200, 300 agents, it's a huge liability.
Good morning everyone, here we are in beautiful Hyatt Ziva in Los Cabos with two ex-independent broker owners, and they're now with eXp. We are going to find out why shortly.
Good morning.
Good morning, thanks for having us.
Courtney, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us. You were independent broker before joining eXp, right?
Yes, I had 3 office locations in California, Central Valley, Central Foothills, and brought the brokerage over in October.
Wow, congratulations. How many agents did you have, and why did you decide to join eXp?
So our agent count, I think the highest that we got was around 45 or so, and 3 office locations, which was getting to be a little taxing on my family life as well. I always knew I wanted to grow and scale, and I thought that meant having to do it through brick and mortar. And then once I actually started doing it, I realized I didn't really enjoy it. And I thought that the model that eXp had was the perfect way to scale at a large level without the overhead, the liability, and just kind of give me a little bit more time.
Nice. How long did it take for you to, let's say somebody approached you maybe a few years ago, and how long did it take for you to make the decision, and what was the deciding factor for you to join eXp?
eXp wasn't even on my radar other than the fact that I was trying to recruit against it for my own brokerage, and I kept coming up against what a competitive comp structure that it had, and it was just something that I couldn't offer. I'd built out a whole package with my CFO to see if I could do a cap or something similar, and I realized that I just couldn't pull it off. So I think it was about early spring 2023. I met Don Yoakum through a connection in a CEO group that I'm in. And I talked to him for probably 8 months before I even let him talk to me about eXp. I was not a fan, and then I realized, well, he's a very smart guy. Why is he there? And I said, okay, let's go ahead and talk about it. And it took about, 4 months or so to actually bring the brokerage over.
Wow, That's crazy. Yeah, do you like it?
Oh, I'm sitting here in Cabo by 1,000 like-minded individuals. I absolutely love it. It's been amazing.
From the financial standpoint, are you satisfied with joining eXp? Do we make more now or before?
I made more before at this point, being that it's only been 5 months. I was able to take advantage of a financial incentive that eXp is offering to independent brokers. They have 3 different incentives that are pretty amazing. So that's helped me offset some of the initial loss in income as I'm rebuilding my organization. The margins are obviously smaller on this structure than they are when you're an independent broker. However, I can now, attract talent from all different states. I think we're in 24, 25 countries. And previously I could only do it regionally, maybe an hour away from my closest office.
And you do not have a liability, and you probably sleep better, right?
Most definitely sleep better. Just ask my husband.
He knows, probably.
He knows.
And it's similar like to me. So in the beginning, first 12 months, you make probably less from the agents. But my goal was within 12 months to replace the revenue share what I have from my brokerage. And then it was less than 12 months, about 10 months into it, I replaced it. And then from that point, it just goes up, doesn't go down. And then the liability is the biggest, because as I talked in one of the previous videos, so I got sued because one of my agents was dating her client. So now how many risks and liabilities you have if you have 10, 20, 30 agents. So you have, forget about dating. So it's a low chance, but they're showing houses, hopefully, and they're driving a car while they're showing the houses. If they hit a pedestrian or hit a client, that's liability on them. They sue their insurance and they go after big bucks, the brokers. So the brokers are exposing themselves to the huge liability, not even realizing if they have, let's say, 100, 200, 300 agents, it's a huge liability what those agents are doing outside of the working hours. I mean, showing houses, etc.
And my question is, like, I have some broker numbers that I'm talking to, really nice people, and their question was, how can I present the value to my agents? You know, I don't want to just bring half of the agents. I want to bring everyone and make sure everyone is on the board. So what did you guys, Courtney, you can go first. What did you say to your agents when you decided to make the move?
Well, I think you need to be realistic and know that you probably won't bring everyone. And I had to be a little more honest with myself in the fact that I have had some people that were on my team for many years that weren't producing and really weren't. This was much more of a part-time situation, and that might not be the right fit for them. But for the bulk of my team, especially the ones that are growth oriented, it gave them an opportunity to make income in multiple ways. So one, having a cap for their commission, we did not have. Our structure was like many of the old school Century 21s, Coldwells, a lot of other indie brokers out there. And so they are paid better immediately just off the cap. And that's not even counting the opportunity through rev share, medical insurance, which was a big deal, and then of course stock.
Wow. Yeah, I agree.
Well, like Courtney said, not everybody will come. The model is not for everyone, but it's funny story. So the best, my agent's husband wife team, they didn't join. They didn't switch with me.
Why?
They went to Realty One, so because of lower fees or whatever. But 3 years, 4 years later, they just joined 3 months ago, and then they're here in Cabo. So
are those two
yes.
people? Yeah, wonderful people. So they work for you.
Yeah, they were part of my brokerage before. They were my top agents.
Wow.
And they didn't join, and then they joined later. So it's
Nice.
the model is not for everyone, but after time people realize you have actually four streams of income if you count certified mentorship. And then that's the model is to help you to build a multi-generational wealth and help your family and the stock and retirement and everything else. Long term, it's very sustainable.
Nice.
Right, which you cannot do with other brokerages.
And now we are gonna wrap this up. I gotta go on my flight. I gotta go back to snowy Cleveland, unfortunately. So somebody is maybe on the verge of joining eXp, merging their brokerage. What would you say to them? Like maybe somebody is so close to doing the due diligence, but then my ego is too big to switch my name. Can they keep their brand, and why should they join?
You can absolutely keep your brand, so you're not giving up your baby like I would have initially thought. And I would say that it's more important to consider who your support will be. And using quote unquote the terms of upline to me is more important than a downline. So you need to put some thought into it. Who are the people that you're going to partner with and align with that will support you as you walk through it? And that's something that I really research and look into to make sure that you have the right people in your corner. And they'll help you. They'll help you grow.
Nice.
Yeah, you joining people. You're not joining a company. So you're joining the people. So upline business partners. So they are very, very important. So our business partners are very strong. So, but you have to do your own due diligence. And yes, you can keep the brand and logo and everything else. You just put a broker by eXp.
Nice. Thank you so much for your time, guys. See you in the next video. Click the link down below and learn more about this wonderful opportunity. And how can people reach out to you?
You can follow me on Instagram, all things Twiss, and we also have a podcast called Now, Making Moves in Real Estate.
Nice, wonderful. We'll definitely check that out. And Amir, how people can reach out to you?
Well, you're gonna put down there below.
That's a right answer. All right. See ya, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.